Hi boys and girls, this project is all about the city. Have you ever been to the city? I've been to New York City. I've been to Las Vegas, which is a big city, really far away on the other side of the country. And I've been to Hartford, which is really close to us, which you might have been. And the cities all kind of have some similar things, right? They have big, tall buildings. It's very busy. There's a lot going on. And it's just a really fun and exciting place to get to go visit. So for this project, we are going to be learning how to build our own city. But when you build this city, we're going to be using scraps of paper. So the first thing you're going to need to do is go around your house, find scraps of paper. It could be scraps of magazines. It could be scraps that you painted on that you don't need anymore and you just want to cut them up. Maybe you have colored construction paper, or you could even use coloring books that you need those and more. And there's a lot of different things you could do. So just make sure you gather a lot of different colors. And I chose to use purple. You need one piece of paper that you're going to put everything on, okay? Because this is going to be like a collage when I build it. But you can remember that when you're at home, if you don't have certain materials, you can improvise. You can use paint or markers and create it however you want. But for this, I'm going to show you how to build a cityscape. And the book that I actually put in this lesson is called Tar Beach by Faith Ringgold. And she's an amazing American. She has made so many famous artworks, and they're all quilts. So she does a lot of sewing, piecing pieces together. So I thought paper would be a kind of nice connection to her quilt making, because we are going to be putting pieces together just like she did. I really hope you enjoyed the book Tar Beach. It's one of my favorite stories, and I love it because it's just makes me imagine what it would be like to be a girl living in the city and spending summer nights on the rooftops with my family. Just a really neat and wonderful story. And I think Faith Ringgold is very proud of that. I wonder if that was her when she was a kid. So the first thing you're going to do is find a background. So I have purple for my background. Everything's going on here. And then I have all my scrap papers. I've got some red, I've got some yellow, got some black and orange. These are the colors that I picked for my cityscape. And a cityscape is like a landscape, which we've learned about in the art room, except it's not about land, it's about the buildings. You know, in a city, there's not a lot of trees or hills, tons and tons of buildings all around you. Sometimes a random tree here and there, or maybe a park plopped in the middle, but for the most part, it's mostly just lots of buildings and skyscrapers. So just imagine your city. Is it a real city you've been to that you're going to create? Or is it going to be an imaginary place that you envision one day getting to go to? Maybe a place you can travel to in your dreams and your imagination, just like Faith Ringgold did in Tar Beach. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut out some nice tall rectangles for my very nice cityscape. So there's a real cool trick I can do. I'm going to actually put my camera down so you can see it. I'm going to put a couple pieces of paper together, just like that. And then I'm going to hold them at the same time and just cutting in a straight line. See that? I just gave myself two nice rectangles. That was easy. No tracing, no measuring. There, boom, just cut a straight line. I think I'm going to need a couple more. So I think these ones I'll make a little skinnier. It's definitely good to add some variety to your buildings and your cityscape. Okay, so I've got some red and yellow, got some wide ones and skinny ones, and then some medium ones. I'm not done yet. I think I also want to cut a little bit more uniquely. So this one, I think I will cut a little notch in it going sideways and then a notch going up. That created this really cool shape. It's kind of like a double-decker building. Like this side of the building has less floors and this one's going to have a lot more. It's more like a skyscraper on top. And I can plan out anytime I want where I'm going to put it on my background. So I wouldn't glue anything until you have all your pieces. And my goal is to make sure that I have a full cityscape. I can either have it go across this way, or maybe it's really tall, so I might turn my paper to be more vertically like this to fit a nice tall skyscraper or two. So here's one. And I could just use rectangles as well. Maybe I'll put a red building here next to this one. And then maybe this yellow one, I'll cut it in half and make a short building. And so I'm just kind of planning my pieces right now. And it can be really fun after you get this to then add all the details, right? So I could use some of this yellow paper to make some windows. Check this really neat trick out. I can cut snips of paper. That was just from a skinny rectangle, right? I got all these snips of paper. There they are. I stack them all up together. And then I turn them sideways. Whoa, runaway paper. And I snip them again. Oh, I just made myself a whole bunch of windows. Whoa. Now that might take me a little while to glue them all down, but wasn't that exciting? And I can definitely use those. Or maybe I'll use them for stars in the sky or a staircase going up. Who knows? Like, these are really great little pieces. So we know that we can stack paper and cut long pieces. And we can stack small pieces and cut them into even smaller pieces. It saves me a lot of time if I stack them, because imagine having to cut out each of these squares. That would take a very long time. You could do it, but that was just a quicker and more fun way to do that. And then here's one more trick on how to make some different shapes for your city, for your cityscape. You could take one of these long rectangles and fold it in half. Fold it one more time. And you just got like this smaller piece. And I'm going to go ahead and just cut a triangle. Watch. Ready? See the diagonal? I started at the corner here. I just go snip. We got that nice diagonal there. And then I'm going to just rotate it over. I'm going to another one over on this side. There. See? Nice little triangles. Now sometimes when you fold it, you get, oh, look at that. See that? I got multiple triangles so that I can maybe make some rooftops for my city. Ooh, can I have a red rooftop on a yellow building? Sure, why not? But then sometimes this happens because I folded it. So I might actually have to cut that one a little bit, and that's totally fine, okay? It still saved me a whole bunch of time. I gave myself 3 building tops, no problem, okay? Now I said I had this black paper, and I definitely want this black paper because just like I made my yellow windows, maybe I want to make some black windows too, like the lights are off. So I made this long piece of paper, and I'm just going to start at the end and snip, 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 snip. Snipping is really fun. You're going to find that it's just so relaxing. There, I made a whole bunch of little black windows. So then I can plan and say, okay, do I want some windows there? Do I want some yellow windows there? Now the yellow windows won't work on the yellow buildings, so at least then maybe change it up a bit and have some different colors here and there. So now when you finish putting all of your pieces on, don't forget you might also want to put a road down at the bottom, and the road would go all the way across. Remember that. It doesn't just go in the middle like this. A lot of kids like to make their road this big, but really the road would go all the way across. Or maybe you have like some road here and then it turns into a sidewalk, but it definitely needs to reach from one side all the way to the other, okay? And think about any other details you might add when you're all finished. If you're just so excited, but you're just not sure what to do with paper anymore, maybe you take a crayon or a marker and you add some additional details to your collage. Maybe there's somebody in the window that you want to draw, or something exciting happening in the sky, or maybe there's something peeking from behind the buildings. I don't know. But you could have a lot of fun doing those types of details. So again, I hope you have a great time working on this project. I can't wait to see your cityscapes. Bye.